According to UNICEF, children trafficking is when a child under 18 years old is moved to another country by force or not with the purpose of exploiting them. The actors who participate in children trafficking are the victims, who are the children, the typical actors, and also the non-governmental organizations. The two types of power that are used is the physical power and the wealth power. Physical because children are hurt and sometimes moved by force. And economic or wealth power is because the people who commit the crime are looking forward to get money to selling these children. Which are the two types of conflict that are involved in children trafficking? Are the economical and political. Well, how does human trafficking or children trafficking operate? Well, children are sold or moved to another countries, what is also called survival sex. It is because their families sell these children to have money or a better income. And there is also what is called soldier children, which are children who are captured to participate in armed groups against the law.
The main causes of children trafficking are poverty, low inequality, and the unfair situation for all the population where some of the sectors are benefited and the government hides the information. This means that it exists corruption. Also, when there are natural disasters, it is easier for the aggressors to kidnap kids, as well as in adoption cases. The number of child victims of trafficking isn't well estimated in Latin America, but globally, according to the UN, there are more than 2 million children who are victims of this crime. Also, the International Labour Organization estimates that there are 20.9 million victims of human trafficking globally, from which 26% are children and 55% are women and girls. The U.S. Department of Labor has identified 139 goods from 75 countries made by forced and child labor. The consequences of children trafficking in the sociocultural aspect, children forget about their origins and start to know new cultures. Also, they are forced to work and many of them are exploited. In the political aspect, children are illegal in their new country's destination and many of them end in prison because of their aggressive attitudes. In the economic aspect, the costs include expenditures on preventive measures such as the employment and the private security personnel. This involves the expenditure on security and security agencies.
We will work with the government directly in security, creating new strategies that will assure the well-being of each person in society, decreasing the social panic, providing us a better statistics in general, where all kids may develop their skills the way they want without worrying about someone may hurt them mentally or physically. In addition of this, we want to get economical resources from the government so we can work successfully in quality, avoiding obstacles we could have without them and may affect the result. And the most important is that the government doesn't hide our information from population. As a governmental organization, we want to get involved, and government get involved with population and the real necessity, so we can know exactly where to push for the creation of programs where they may be able to prevent the increasing of these cases in the most successful way.
We can partner up with multinational companies that support the cause. Also, we will organize social events and collect funds. The resources which are given to our cause will be considered as collections so we can support it. With this, we will also be enabled to help people's problems or consequences of human trafficking, such as the rehabilitations. The collections will be used for the seminars that will take place in different parts of the region, and also we can donate it to support other organizations that help the fight against human trafficking. It can also be used to help victims for their attorneys and rehabilitation.
One of the main purposes of this organization is to create workshops in marginalized regions of Mexico, spreading awareness about this issue to educators, parents, children, and as many people as we can reach. We will start in Mexico, but we will expand through Latin America. With the purpose of avoiding conflicts between cultural beliefs of the population, the organization SMAFS won't have any specific religion or ethnic preference. There are different things social groups can do in order to help this organization. The upper class participants will need to help with economic resources, the middle class will help with anything that they can give, and the lower class will only need to have the means and a full disposition to learn about this problem. With this organization, people will know more about the main causes and consequences of this problem, and therefore they will be less vulnerable. It is really important that we start fighting this now because, who knows, you can be the next victim.